That's right, I was there at the time we had planned a week before, but Faizul suddenly cancelled it.
I am sorry that at that time I didn't have important job.
Very important, huh? Up to cancel the appointment?
No, come on, I'm sorry, we have met no right.
Well, what project do you work on before project?
Yes, the project is very important.
Talking about your work as an architect, it makes me remember you who really admired Mr. Eko.
Still remember that? Approximately I was in the 5th grade when played to a neighbor in Malang. He had a picture table and the house was nicely arranged. My mother said Mr. Eko is an architect. So my ideas that have been so engineer place since childhood began to directional. Yes, I want to be an architect. I will love this field of work.
It's great that you can make your dream come true. Don't you feel exhausted working as an architect?
Although the architect is apparently very draining because he concentrates on image and building continuously. But I think if you love this job, then we will keep trying to be better. Maybe there is sometimes a desire to quit, but there is always a reason to return. When pencil in hand again, there is an idea that must be extracted.
Wow, that's a great thing. Have you ever give up on becoming an architect?
I began to hone my skills in the field of architecture, starting from junior high school and college, which of course led to the field of architecture. Actually, I had given up in the early years of college because there was a big difference between high school and college. However, I really loved architecture, so I could study it smoothly.
Yes, you have become a good person now. Treat as earnest and while your childhood friends.
Okay, next time. By the way, I heard that one of you is a chef.
Hey, come on, let's not talk about that.
Come on, Jazzy. Tell me about your work. I'm very curious how you work as a chef.
Come on, Yazzie, tell me. I'm also very curious about that.
Yes, as you have heard, I am now working as a chef. I worked as a chef 5 years and started working in a local restaurant 2 years ago.
What are you cooking? Do you cook local food?
Yes, I have a duty to cook local food for customers, and I usually wear a white shirt with a hat on my head and must be skilled in cooking to become a chef there. I'm very happy with this job because I like to cook various kinds of local dishes, and it is very fun.
Did you also take part in a cooking competition?
Sure, to improve my career as a chef, I usually take part in a cooking competition held by national and international institutions. When I first took part in a national competition, I was very nervous because this was my first experience participating in this cooking competition. The participants were given 1 hour to cook the dishes determined by the chef's judge. And I got to cook salted egg crab sauce even though I was nervous. I used 1 hour carefully and thoroughly. After 1 hour finished, I was very relieved and I have finished this dish. After this, the participants will be called one by one to come forward and give the results of the dishes they are cooking. When my name is called, I with a beating heart go forward and present my cooking results in front of the same judge. When the judge tests of my cooking, my heart beats even faster. And after the judge testing, they comment on each other about my cooking. And yes, my cooking is delicious with a very unique and beautiful plating. Here I am very moved and satisfied with the results of my cooking, and I won this competition. I really didn't expect that I would win this competition, and this cooking achievement will later support my career in the world of work, and this is the story of my journey to become a chef.
Wow, it was so amazing. I was accepted company as secretary to the director of finance.
Really? That's great, Elfie!
Actually, I was afraid and pessimistic that I would not be able to do, even though I was sufficiently equipped with knowledge during college. This was still my first experience as a secretary.
How about your supervisor?
My supervisor in that office was a 35-year-old man who lived in Jakarta and had only been in office for about 7 months. He is calm person and never gets angry at all. Here, with temper makes me never swim, communicating fiercely.
How about your job? Is it easy?
No, it's still no. My working hours start from morning to evening, but I don't expect to be able to go home on time. The first day I start working okay, I came home on time. The second day, and so in the first I went home at night. I'm also busy to determine the schedule as assigned above. My boss is very busy. Every day there are meetings, not infrequent when the documents he needs to sign are village up on the tab. Not to mention the 90 from other division that require me to kindly ask for his signature.
That's so good. Your work is very enjoyable. You know, I'm still a freelance now. Actually, I used to work as a cashier in a restaurant. I was there for just 5 months. Then I stopped working because the restaurant where I worked went bankrupt. After that, I was very difficult to find a job. I once tried to work as a motorcycle taxi driver, but I felt that job was not suitable for me.
Did you ever dream of working as reporter?
Yes, that's true. When I was little, I had aspiration to become a reporter. Isn't being a reporter good fun? We have to run here and there looking for news. We do first to get the news and broadcast the news. Unfortunately, when I applied as reporter in an editorial, I was simply rejected because of lack of an experience. Isn't that weird? We work because we want to gain experience. But why when we want to work to gain experience, we are rejected because we have no experience?
Then, what freelance work do you do?
In the morning, I usually work as an illustrator. If I don't have any work as an illustrator, I usually help my mother to make food orders. And in the night, I work as a tutor. Working as a freelance is tiring, but it's really nice to spend time with my family. Salsa, how about your job?
Now, I work as a teacher. I became a teacher in one of the elementary schools in my city.
Didn't you ever dream of becoming a doctor?
Yeah, I used to have a dream of becoming a doctor, but maybe being a doctor is not my destiny. However, I am very grateful with who I am now. Being a teacher is so much fun. You can meet a lot of little kids. They have their own characteristics and uniqueness. Sometimes you can also act as a friend to them besides being a teacher. From there, we learn how to understand them, how to be a fun teacher for their students, and many other good things. Believe me, sometimes we are also entertained by their attitude. They can make you smile and laugh sometimes.
Your work sounds like fun. I heard you are continuing your studying. It's true?
Yes, now I am also completing my studies at the university. I hope one day I can realize my dream of becoming a lecturer. I think being a teacher is another choice because we can convey our knowledge to others. This is like we plant goodness whose result we will reap later. And for sure, I enjoy my work as a teacher, while also trying to realize my dream of becoming a lecturer someday.
I hope your dream can come true. Hey, how about we eat at the new restaurant in front of our school first?
That's fine. I'm getting hungry.
Come on!